What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. It ends with us. Actress Blake Lively has officially been sued for defamation, you guys. And this is a breaking news story, hot off the press, courtesy of TMZ.com. I'm going to pull up their article so we can go over it together. But the gist of it basically is that when Blake Lively went public with her civil rights complaint, she accused a certain PR firm that she claims Justin Baldoni hired to lead some sort of an alleged astroturfing campaign against her, aka a hate campaign. And now one of the owners of the firm is saying, we had nothing to do with anything, and your allegations against us have cost us over $1 million. So take that, you're served, and it's time to go to court so that we could clear our good name. Although the story has just broken right now, Blake Lively and her team have already responded to the lawsuit. And of course, we're going to talk about her response after we read what it is that this person and this entity filed in the first place. Okay, so once again, shout out to TMZ.com for the exclusive. They said, and I quote, Blake Lively's legal headaches are getting worse. The actress is now being sued by a crisis PR firm for defamation in her ongoing lawsuit battle with Justin Baldoni. Blake was slapped with a new lawsuit by Jed Wallace and his company, Street Relations, Inc., after she named both parties along with Baldoni in her December 2024 California civil rights complaint for bad behavior related to the filming of It Ends With Us. And so you see that he's mentioned in some of these text messages, right? And so one of Justin Baldoni's PR people was texting about him saying, and I quote, hey team, so far extremely limited pickup on Daily Mail or Page 6. We'll continue to keep an eye out and send pieces as needed, but so far it's been steady coverage on pure speculation. We've also started to see a shift on social due largely to Jed and his team's effort to shift the narrative towards shining a spotlight on Blake and Ryan. Again, we'll continue to send links and screenshots, but wanted to send an update in the meantime. So there you go. One of his PR people whose identity remains private was texting Jennifer Abel, also on his PR team, saying, hey, that Jed is focused on getting stories that shine the light on Blake and Ryan and their kind of unsavory characters and all of the scandals that they've got going on, instead of talking about Justin Baldoni and, you know, what may or may not be going on behind the scenes in regards to his own personal conduct, right? And we also saw Melissa Nathan respond to another text message, this time sending one to Jennifer Abel saying, can I send a signal thread with you, me and Jed, just in case you need him to connect you to Brian because they're very close. So to me, it seems like I can see why Blake would name this person in her lawsuit, because it's clear as day there that he is being implicated, right, in helping to plant stories, to plant stories or to drive conversations about her and her husband in order to take some of the heat off of Justin Baldoni. So this is going to be an interesting lawsuit, okay? Let's continue on to see what else TMZ had to say. Wallace accuses Blake of falsely lumping his firm into the allegations she made against Baldoni and then sending the information to various media outlets, including Elle magazine. Despite the fact that Blake did not name Wallace or Street Relation in the lawsuit she filed just days later, and he says the damage was done and the media continued to report he had engaged in illegal activity. Wallace says Blake then doubled down on her conduct by asking a judge to authorize the taking of his deposition, but falsely accused him of being a subcontractor to a company called TAG to assist them in their unlawful retaliatory social combat campaign against Blake. So he does not work with TAG. What was his company called? Street something? Yeah, Street Relations, Inc. Okay. Blake Lively throughout the years. Spot the difference. Anyway, as a result of Blake's defamatory statements, Wallace says he has suffered millions of dollars in reputational harm with a projected loss to his company that exceeds another million. Blake's legal team called BS on the lawsuit. So this is her response now. Quote, another day, another state, another 9-figure lawsuit seeking to sue Ms. Lively into oblivion for speaking out against sexual harassment and retaliation. So basically they're saying this guy is bogus. This lawsuit is bogus, they will be happily fighting against it in court because they feel like they are in the right. In fact, her lawyers continued on to say, and I quote, "This is not just a publicity stunt. It is transparent retaliation in response to allegations contained within an actual harassment and retaliation complaint that Ms. Lively filed with the California Civil Rights Department. While this lawsuit will be dismissed, we are pleased that Mr. Wallace has finally emerged from the shadows and that he too will be held accountable in federal court." Listen, I don't understand why this random subcontractor's statement or lawsuit or whatever, why they're saying that it is retaliation. To me, retaliation would be Justin Baldoni potentially retaliating his co-investor for his production company. You know, people who were involved in the filming of It Ends With Us, right? I don't think that a random PR company suing you because you accuse them of doing something, you know, that they're claiming they didn't do. I don't think that that counts as retaliation over actual harassment allegations. To me, these are two completely different things. So it feels like this is a copy and paste response to what they had been saying about Justin Baldoni this entire time. Again, listen, I think that there is something to be said for those text messages that Blake's team got their hands on, in which you see members of Justin Baldoni's team mentioning this Jed Wallace person and how he had some sort of an involvement when it came to courting journalists about certain stories. So I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch this play out. I think it's 50-50, you know, whether Blake wins or this person wins. Actually, I'll say 60-40, 70-30 in favor of Blake on this particular lawsuit. But I want to know what y'all think, okay? So please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We do cover the It Ends With Us saga, the lawsuits, everything rather often on my channel, particularly when we do our daily morning report. And for those of you who might not know, I host the morning report every single morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, featuring the day's hottest stories. Hope to catch y'all in the next installment. And once again, let me know what you think about all of this. It really feels like this is never going to end. And I am just as tired as you are, but I cannot stop looking. I cannot stop reading everything that comes out about this ill-fated movie. Take good care of yourselves, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now. Take care.